What's up to the people, man? It's time to realize our power. Like, when I was a kid, I used to say certain things that I used to see. And I used to, you know, ask a lot of questions. But I was always turned away. Or I was always told to be quiet, not to ask that or this, or not to say certain things. And that kind of went with me as I grew along, and that turned into me not being able to talk to people, moving around a lot, resulted in me not having a lot of connections with people, close connections. When I used to move around a lot, I used to lose connection or lose touch with people. Of course, there was like MySpace and Facebook and socials and stuff at that time, but I never took the time to actually learn how to use it. Of course, I knew how to reply and, shit like that, but, it's. I used to, like, people that I care about, I always used to get offended by everything that I used to feel that was, like, negative. If they used to tell me no, if they used to tell me, you know, you doing too much, like, not in those words, but like, you around too much, you annoying, like, again, it didn't used to be in those exact words, but it just felt like that to me. And so people always had a strong care for people, and it wasn't just my family that I cared about a lot. I was around my family a lot, but it's like I've always wanted to, genuinely be a part of a group that I belong to. And growing up not knowing that I didn't belong and that I didn't fit in and that it was okay not to, I drove myself wild, you know. And I found that when I used to talk to people, it was just a reflection of what I was going through at home, because I couldn't talk to the people that were closest to me. I confided in everybody else around me, and that was detrimental too, because it's like you can't trust everybody. And you know I used to just really trust everybody. It's like, and it wasn't to a point, it wasn't no boundaries there. It wasn't to a point where it was like, all right, well, if they tell me a lie, then I'll stop fucking with them. It wasn't like that, because in my family dynamic, if somebody does something wrong, you continue to forgive them and continue to sit in their face like everything is okay. And I'm not that type of person. If I feel something, it's gonna show, and there's no way I can hide that. Like, I learned that I learned that a few years ago. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie. Like, I just used to put everything that I was going through on the outside world. Like, I would, it's like I don't know, I don't want to use none of those words. But it's just like a spreading of just a disaster. It's like you can't find solace here, and so you try to find solace outside. And it was never a reflection of me. It was never, let me look at myself and what I'm doing. It's like, all these people are doing these things to me. Like, what the hell is happening? Like, when I stopped looking at it like everybody is doing these things to me, and I started taking responsibility for myself, there were things that came with that. I don't need anybody feelings. I don't want to have to ever ask anybody for shit that I need for personally myself. Like, those things came. And, I go through thoughts of like, damn, am I being selfish because I don't want to hang out with nobody? But it's the conditioning trying to remind me like, you need the people around you, even if they're toxic, and that's not the case. There are people just like me. There are people that feel things intuitively, what people really want to say. And of course, a lot of people don't like to resort to the truth. They think it's gonna hurt. And but I'm the type of person that if you tell me the truth, I'll cherish you so much more. I'm gonna be loyal to you. And you're not gonna see that the truth hurts me. You're gonna see me accept it. You're gonna see me like, all right, I could see that and I can understand that. Or I could take a step out of myself and look at myself when it comes to that. Like, I know I'm not a selfish person because I love the people and because I'm not doing things for the people that have witnessed me doing things for them for so long with no boundaries. Now it's just like, oh, now that's wrong. I don't like that. And I don't care. I don't care. People have to we all got our own past. And I'm gonna be super honest because until I could deal with people and their own situations, like the things that they do when they're not around me and they feel comfortable enough to start doing that, I just have to learn how to deal with that because it's about speaking now. I've come from a place where I wasn't able to express myself to people for fear of how they will think or how they will feel if I tell them this certain thing. But it don't matter because if you love somebody, you gonna tell them about what they do, and if they get upset, and if worst comes to worst, you just don't have a connection with them at all, then that's what's meant. In my eyes, like I'm not going back and forth with myself over things that I feel no more because feeling is truth to me. And if you not feeling for the things that you want in life for sure, like the things that you really desire, you gonna get what life gives you. You gonna get what's left. And I ain't with that. I'm getting the first dibs. You feel me? It's first come, first serve out here in life. And if you don't serve yourself, you don't get served. Nobody gives a fuck if you're sitting in the corner lonely with no plate. Nobody gives a god fuck. Like, nobody cares. And that you gotta care about yourself. So if you think about it like that, if nobody cares that you're sitting in the corner by yourself with no plate, like, you have to think about that as yourself. Are you gonna care if you worked your ass off to get where you at and you deserve your ass a plate? Are you gonna look at yourself like, damn, let me get that person my plate and just sit there and talk to them and ask them why they're going through their problems? I was that person, and my plate got ate, and the person that I was talking to left on a full stomach, and I was left on the empty stomach, but full of their problems, full of their issues, full of their complaints. And it's not like that. I share my food with you, but I ain't finna give you nothing. I ain't finna give you a whole nothing of mine. Nothing. No. It's a principle there now, as to where it wasn't a principle. It now is, we gonna have ourselves. Why can't we individually take care of ourselves? Why is that? If I can't have people that can take, I don't have children yet. You feel me? Why am I taking care of people? That's just how I feel. Especially people that have it to take care of themselves. Like, I'm not what? Like, man, I used to look, it got to the, like, I feel like I can't, it's hard for me to lie. It's just hard. Like, you'll know off top. If you are a liar, you'll know that I'm lying. And so I don't do it. I try my best not to do it. Like, It's like, of course, they're a little thin, little white lies, but big lies that you gotta tell other lies to cover the lie. I can't do that type of shit. I can't have two females and lie to, like, I can't have multiple females and lie to them. Like, that's just, I don't like being wrong. I don't like getting caught up. And being wrong is not in the sense of uh I'm right about something. I don't like to be in a position that I did something to make this happen. I don't like being in that position. I don't like being in the position to where, I lied to this chick and they found out about each other and now they talking to each other and they plotting on. I don't like shit. I don't like that. Don't be plotting on me. I don't plot on people. I don't. That's why I do everything that I do with good intentions, because I don't like shit to come back in a bad way for me. I've had shit like that happen, and now that I'm done and over with it, I'm done and over with it. We not finna go back and forth about none of that shit. Like, it's really crucial in life. There's gonna be times where it I don't know, like, for me personally, there's no times like that. I had to rearrange my mindset first before I got to this point where it's just like, I know I'm not gonna deal with this. I know I'm not gonna deal with that. There's no more of that. There's no more. I'm just gonna deal with this just because it's here. It's an ongoing thing. There's no more times where I have to sit and think hard. Like, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but life is just, it's so interesting. It's interesting, and I like it. I like it. There's more great things to come here, like more trips, more exploring, more everything. Like, I just I see the beauty here. And I just want everybody to gain a viewpoint of stop looking outside of you, especially towards people. If you get your inner together, if you fuck with yourself enough to grow, man, it's gonna be things in life that mean different things to you. Your perception is gonna change. It's going to change. It's just certain parts of you, and it it be crucial, man. Like, if you know what you want in life, you got the upper hand. If you know what you want in life and you act on it, you have the upper hand. If you just know what you want in life, you just gonna keep knowing that shit. It's just gonna be like a fucking paper in front of you with nothing on it, like the fucking SpongeBob episode where he was supposed to write a paper for what was it, the driving test? He was supposed to do a paper for the driving test, and the boy was sweating bullets, and all he got out was a premium the. You feel me? So know what you want, take action toward it. If you don't, you're gonna be sitting there trying to write the for 5 hours. You heard me? But more light to the people, man. I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a great week.